Okay, so for today what we're going to be doing is looking at the sine of x and its function as it travels around the unit circle, and specifically between 0 and 4 pi. So to do this we're going to use a spreadsheet. So from Google Drive you're going to hit New Sheet. And what this is, you guys are familiar with spreadsheets some, but we're going to make a chart here of x values and y values, basically a t-table. So we're going to make column labels, and the first one I want you to put x in degrees, so we can keep track of it. And the second one we're going to put x in radians. And then the third one we're going to put f of x. And that function that we're going to use is actually going to be the sine of x. So you can just type that in there so you can remember it. So to make life easy, we're going to use 15-degree increments. So 0, 15, 30, 45. And I'm going to show you a little trick here. If you start a pattern in a spreadsheet, the bottom column, the little square there, allows you to drag it down, and it fills in the pattern in 15s. So I want you to drag that down all the way to 4 pi, which is 720. So if you go past, it's no harm. You can always just delete those. Now, x in radians, we're going to have to use our conversion factor. So this isn't going to look pretty because spreadsheets don't do fractions very well. But the beautiful thing about a spreadsheet is it can contain functions. So we're going to put equals, and this is going to allow us to type a function. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this value and we're going to times it by pi. Now you could use 3.14, but to be more accurate, we're going to use the pi function, which is capital Pi and then a set of parentheses. Now that puts pi, the actual, like a long decimal in there, so it's not just 2 decimal places, divided by 180. So now what it does, it takes this number, times it by pi, and divides it by 180. If you hit enter, it puts that formula in there. Now this thing here will allow us to drag down the values all the way down there. So if we do this right, you see now it's calculating a 3 times pi divided by 180, a 4 times pi. If we do this right, we should find that 180 degrees is 3.14, which it is, because we know that pi is 1 pi radians is 180 degrees. Okay, so now we just double click that and it fills it all the way down to the bottom for us. So there's our radians. Now in our cell here, all we're going to do is we're going to put in another function. We want to know what the sine of this is. So we type equals sine, and then in there we're going to take the sine of that cell. So now we're taking the sine of whatever's in that cell, and we're going to double tap that to fill it down. And let's just increase the decimal places to 4, just so that we can be precise here. We want them all to be 4 decimal places, and we're gonna look at this set of data here, the sine of x. And if we did it right, remember the sine of 30 degrees, which is pi over 6, is 1/2, and we can see that it is there also. And it should be the same thing at 150, and it is. Okay, so this is the information you need. If you got lost during class, you can use this video to go ahead and get all of your information in there.